I filed this motion for new trial on the child support review order that y'all signed off on because I had some concerns about the child still being on Medicaid if you're not going to pay child support. And how, if you're not going to pay child support, how much the Medicaid is being reimbursed. And so since I'll be the one asking the questions this morning, Mr. and Ms. Sanchez, if you'll each raise your right hand, please. Do you each solemnly swear the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hands down. All right, Mariah Sanchez. First of all, are you and Mr. Sanchez married?
We are married, but we're separated. Okay. We've been separated since October.
That's fine. It's just I like to make sure whether it's whether it just happens to be that two people named Sanchez got together to have a child, or if you're legally married. Okay. What I need to know is Zayas, does he have any kind of serious ongoing medical or developmental condition that would prevent him from being insured through a private insurance company?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And according to the information in the child support review order, you work for the city of Big Spring.
Yes, ma'am.
Do they not have insurance available for you and your child?
They do, but I can't afford the rate that they give us for family insurance.
Okay. Do you know how much that is?
I believe it's $486 for a family plan.
$486 for a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it would be you and Isaias and who else?
I have another child, but it's not with him.
Okay, and that's fine, but you would have to put them on the family plan.
Yes, ma'am.
So it would be 3 people. Now, does Big Spring pay if it was just you? Does Big Spring pay the premium?
Yes, I get free insurance if it's just for me.
Okay, they pay your portion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because it's not free. It's kind of like Medicaid. It's not free. Yes, somebody else is paying for it. Okay, so Elijah Sanchez's share of that would be 243, but you would have to pay the other 243.
Yes, right? Ma'am, and I can't afford that.
The difference. Okay, the other child, is that child on? Does that child have a medical or developmental issue that requires them to be on Medicaid? Okay. This is why you don't just say, well, I'm not doing that, I'm going to change it, because you need to get information. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you get child support for that child?
I do, but that is
voluntary through a different
agreement.
Case.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's through a different case. I understand that. Okay. Okay. Elijah Sanchez.
Yes, ma'am.
It shows that you work the order that was entered shows you work for someplace called Colt Services General.
Group.
What kind of business is that?
Refinery work.
Refinery. Okay. And do they not have insurance that you could put Isaiah on?
I'm actually in transition to another job right now.
Okay, with another employer?
But that company definitely does have insurance, so.
Okay, do you know how much that's going to cost?
I don't. I'd have to sit down and talk to them.
Okay, when do you start with that new company?
The end of this month.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you've actually been offered the position and accepted it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it also refinery work?
No, it's machinery mechanic.
Okay. Do you know what your salary or wage is going to be?
25 an hour.
Okay. And what are you making now?
The same, 25.
25 an hour. So, do you have any other kids?
Yes, I have 2 other kids.
But you're not responsible pay child support or carry health insurance for them. Excuse me. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do they not live in they don't live in your household?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go out and look on or did you go out and look at what the, like on the insurance portal and see what you could get, what kind of insurance you could get for Isaias and how much it would cost without going on Medicaid?
I can,
Okay, but you didn't.
but no, I didn't. No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And Mariah Sanchez, when you applied for Medicaid, were you getting that money that, from Mr. Sanchez to help you with your bills?
What do you mean?
Well, the reason that your child support was set to 0 is that you said he's paying you directly.
Yes, ma'am. So if I need like wipes, diapers, anything for the child money wise, he just gives it to me. So I don't, whatever I ask for, he gives it to me. I don't have a set amount that I ask for.
Okay. So you're not getting somewhere close to, say, was $534 a month, which is what your child support should be.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm not asking, I don't want
I,
that much
I
from
understand that, but it's not like if he was paying enough medical support to encourage him to go get health insurance and get the child off Medicaid, which is the whole point of the AG's program, and this court, then he's not taking money away from you.
Well, he was paying for my daycare and it's $200 a week.
Okay. Is he still paying for your daycare?
I just got approved with CMS, so the new pricing is $160 a month and he pays Isaias's half.
Okay, $160 a month.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
he's paying a steady $80 a month, or
For-
he's been paying a steady 200 or steady
Yes.
100.
Well, he's been paying a steady $400. It's $200.
Okay.
He was paying me $400 a month
Okay.
for daycare
For
until I got
daycare.
approved for CMS.
Okay. But now it's going to be a steady 80.
Yes.
Okay, and then anything over and above that you need for Isaias, and you ask for, he gets
Yeah,
you.
he gives it to me or he'll go buy it. It's never.
Okay. Okay. Ready. So still, if I bump this up, it's not taking money away from you. Right?
No, he doesn't take anything from me.
No, I mean, but if I order him to pay more than $35 a month, so that when he finds out so he's encouraged to at least find out how much the insurance is going to cost him at his new job, then that's not hurting you any, correct?
Well, the reason that I have Medicaid and it's better for me to have Medicaid is because I can't afford to pay any copays. I can't even afford to pay copays on my own insurance. I make just enough to pay for my bills. That's why I've had Medicaid on my daughter since she was born.
I'll bet you could afford it if you were getting $534 a month in child support.
Yeah, but I don't want to take that much money away from him. He also has other children that he takes care of.
Doesn't have a legal obligation to do so, apparently.
Well, his other court case with his daughter's mom, he pays her in diapers, wipes, and anything else that she needs. And that was her choice, and they went to court over that.
Okay. But again, he's not legally obligated to support those children because the AG.
He has legal child support on his first one.
The order says he has no other children that he has a duty to support.
That's incorrect because he does pay child support
Then
to
why
his son.
did you sign an order that's incorrect?
Our lady was told he has child support for his other one and that he had went to court for his second daughter. So I'm not sure why it's in there like that. I believe he pays almost $300 a month to his first child.
Okay.
And then he pays Medicaid for his second child.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, didn't you tell me that you don't have a court order to pay
I
child
said I
support
do have court order for both of
for
them.
the other two kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why didn't you tell the AG's office that you have court orders on those other
I
two kids?
definitely told her whenever
We
we're
both
in that
told her.
conference call that. I did.
Because she very clearly says, oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. I've got 13 open over here, so maybe I'm lying to you. How much are you paying in medical support on those other kids?
68, and then I don't know my son.
Okay, is that also Medicaid?
Yes.
'Cause it's just cheaper. Y'all understand Medicaid's about to go away. If the government has their fault, including Ken Paxton, if they have their way, what are you gonna do then? Have y'all
Put them
thought
on my
about that at all?
My oldest has been on my insurance with every company.
Okay, so how much is the insurance for that child with the people you're in with now?
I think my insurance is like $350 a month.
Okay, does that include you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who else is on it besides that child?
Just us.
That's still less than your 9%. Have you? Okay, but what is the second child on Medicaid?
Yes.
And that's the one you're paying $58 for.
Yes.
All right. Anything you want to ask or add, Miss Laxton?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about it, Miss Sanchez?
No, ma'am.
Anything else you want to say about it, Mr. Sanchez?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'm granting my motion for new trial, and I'm changing the medical support to $115 a month instead of 35. Now, Mr. Sanchez, when you get to your new position, find out how much the health insurance will cost, because you're gonna have to find out anyway, because you got to put the other kid on it. And if Isaiah's share is more than 115 or less than $115, then you can put him on the insurance and stop paying the $115 to the state. Okay? But you got to prove
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
AG's office you've got the insurance and that it's workable insurance and that you've given Mariah Sanchez everything she needs to use it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then the rest of the order will stay the same as it is until a motion to modify is ever, if it's ever filed, or a new order, agreed order is filed. I don't know if the district court will take it, but if you don't like what I've ruled, you can ask the district court to rehear it. It's called a de novo, but it must be filed in 3 business days. That's Wednesday of next week. If you don't do it just right, you might not get very far with it. So I do strongly suggest that if you want to do that, you at least talk to a private attorney about how to do that. It's not my job to tell anybody to file or not file a de novo, but it's simply my job to make sure you knew you had the right to. So thank you very much for calling in. We are adjourned and y'all are free to go.